So you want to know something very simple to do to lose weight? Watch the video. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frank Quiniguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is lose weight. And I don't recall exactly how we came up with this topic. It could have been somebody from the YouTube channel watching, or colleagues, or maybe the team. However, many times when we go to schools, my wife and I, we notice that young children are overweight. And I don't mean a little bit overweight, I mean overweight. Many times they're climbing the second story and you could hear it. Like they were old people and they're only like 9 years old. And though they do have something to do with it, they don't have as much to do with it as much as the parents. We wonder, how can it be that a parent can send their child with a donut for breakfast, a donut and chocolate milk? My goodness, that's horrible. I mean, there are many things that people get punished for, and I think that should be one. If you are allowing your child to get overweight, if there's no sickness, because there are children that might have a thyroid problem or something similar to that, but if there's no sickness, if the child is healthy and they're just gaining too much weight, I think it should be enough to call the attention of the parent and say, hey, you're hindering your child. You're setting them up to suffer for the rest of the life. Many times we can see the pattern. First grade, a little bit overweight. Second grade, by the time they're sixth graders, oh my goodness, they're really huge. And that's that for as far as the children. However, also here in the United States, the portions are super big. Like there was a time where back in the days in the 90s, I don't remember when it happened, but there was this thing about supersize me, and they made a big thing about it. I always say that it comes down to the power of choice. However, here in the United States, not in Europe, because I've had a lot of friends visit Europe and they tell me that the portions are actually kind of small. Like here in the United States, they're big. My wife and I realized that, man, we're getting older, we do less physical activity, and these portions are they are big. So what my wife and I decided to do is share half and half. And you know what we noticed? We're satisfied with half of the meal. She's satisfied, I'm satisfied, and most of the time she chooses a meal. Once in a while I choose. Patsy, you know that's true. Anyway, but the portions are big. Now, back when I was graduating over 20 years ago from the university, in my nutrition class, I remember the professor, the doctor, was explaining about nutrition, and she said, all food here in the United States is sweet. All food. And I said, what about menudo? Well, that's sweet. What about tacos or burritos? Everything is sweet. Everything is sweet. And I said, well, I don't understand. I mean, we do put salt and lemon. She says, that's correct. So they put the salt, the lemon, whatever they're going to put. They take a bite, they eat the food, or they eat the menudo. And what do? They reach for the soda. So they eat the food, drink the soda. Guess what? Now it's sweet. And now think about it. Almost everyone that I mean, do your own observation. Go to a restaurant, go to a fast food, go anywhere. And usually they'll ask you, what would you like to order? And you give your order for your food and what would you like to drink? And it's almost scary. How can it be like sodas this big, plates this big, for children this small? Even for adults, it's too much. I know in the different groups that I hang out, there was this one young lady, and I just happened to be there when it happened. They said, what about soda? You're not going to have any soda? She goes, no, I don't drink my calories. I rather eat my calories and enjoy my food. And I go, wow, that's interesting. Eat your calories, enjoy your food, and avoid drinking your calories, because that's going to help you gain weight. Now, if it was just going to be talking, and you know, many people, the older they get, the less exercise they do. Children, nowadays it's really hard to, come on, let's go out and play, unless they're doing some sort of sport. If they're not doing sport, watch them. There's a lot of overweight children, and I think parents need to become aware of it. Now, if I wasn't going to give you any advice, because you know, everybody knows about exercise, eating healthy, but the one advice that I'm going to give you for being here in this channel, you can look it up. I got to read the book. It's called Water for Health, for Healing, for Life by Dr. Batman Galish. He did a wonderful, wonderful job. He says many times people eat and eat and eat thinking that they're hungry, but they're not hungry. What they are is thirsty. So check it out. Whenever you get hungry, so you think, go and get a glass of water, drink it. And if you notice, if you're hungry, then go get some food, eat a little bit of food. But if you're not hungry after that, then that means you were just thirsty. Now, Dr. Batman Galish says that when people are thirsty, that's really like they're dehydrated. That's really horrible. You should never get to the point of being thirsty. You should always go get your water because you want to have some water. Now, what Dr. Batman Galish says, in the morning, if you were to go and get a glass of water, it would activate all 8 general systems that we have. It serves you well. I've been doing that now for years, a lot of years. I get up, go to the kitchen, have my glass of water. Then I wait anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes, and then I'll have my cup of coffee. And then during the day, force yourself. Look, if it's just going to be the minimum, you should have a glass of water in the morning, a glass of water when you come back to work, and a glass of water right before you go to sleep. And what the last glass of water does for you is it helps clean your systems. And so at night when you're going to sleep, it's cleaning your system while you're sleeping. Imagine that. It's working for you just for having a glass of water. So now that's just minimum. That is not enough. During the winter, people don't drink enough water. However, the topic is not water, it's losing weight. So I'm going to stick to that topic because I also could deviate on the fiber and all that good stuff, but I'm not. I want to stick to the losing weight. You want to notice yourself losing weight? Drink water. It's that easy. It's really easy. I remember Heriberto, my videographer, one time we were shooting for like around the time of Christmas or Thanksgiving. It's pretty much close. We're filming and all of a sudden I'm almost getting ready to wrap it up and call it a day. He goes, cut! Like just in the middle of the video, and I'm, what? Why did you say cut? I was almost going to be finished. He says, look, we have a problem. I can't hide your stomach. It's really showing. I was sitting on a stool. And I say, you're kidding me? He says, well, what do you want me to do? He says, stand up, suck it in, and talk. I go, I can't do that. I can't. But no, I can't do that. And that date, I made up my mind. You know what? I'm going to pay attention to the way my habits. I'm going to be conscious of what I do. I need to get rid of this stomach that he can't hide. So I decided to do that. And you know what? I was watching my videos today right before I came, and look at my first videos. I do look a little bit chunky. My stomach does show a little bit. And after that, I said, you know what? I can handle that. I can take care of that. So I became more aware, and I continue to, I promised in the beginning of this year that I would walk 240 miles throughout the year. I think I'm done already. I gotta go look at it, but I think I'm done. So just a little, and you know, it's only about a mile. My wife and I do 1.2, 1.3 for 6 days out of the week. And it's really easy. It releases stress. It helps you with your weight. It's really cool. Anyway, so I remember when he told me about my belly. So easy thing to do. Get up, and children, don't kick them up with chocolate milk and a donut. Please don't do that. Help your children. I know you love them. You mean well. If they get a little upset, it's going to be a little while. Once they get used to it, everything's going to be cool. So water in the morning, water when you go back from work, and water at night before you go to sleep so your systems get clean. Very well. We're going to leave it at that. Till next time. Your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Quiniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Congratulations, and thank you for watching until the end. If you like the information, there are more videos that you can watch. Also, if you're not part of this community yet where you're subscribed, you can subscribe down here. Also, make your comments. I love reading comments, and share because that's what makes the channel grow. Thank you, and welcome to the channel.